friends. Today we're going to be doing a yoga stretch routine to just loosen up the quads, hamstrings, and hip flexors. So focusing on that lower body, if you have recently done a lower body workout and today you're just taking it easy, it's your recovery day, this is great for you. If you just want to get yourself moving, you're sitting a lot, you might just feel that tightness from your everyday activities, then this is going to be a good opportunity just to stretch it out. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start on all fours, and I just want to start to do our cat-cows, just to bring some awareness and some energy into our spine for this practice today. So go ahead and set up in tabletop position, and we're just going to inhale, drop your pelvis down, bring your collarbones, lift them up towards the sky, so spread through your upper body. You should feel a nice stretch through your core, and then as you exhale, tuck your tailbone down, round through the spine, press away from the ground like an angry cat. And we're just going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, use your breath with each movement, and then exhale, round forward, tucking your chin, even feeling a good stretch through the shoulder blades. And one more time, breathing in, and exhale, rounding out. And then I just want you to rock forward and back. So we're just kind of like warming up. It's kind of like you're priming the pump. So we're just going to rock forward and back in this position. And if you have tight hips, you're going to feel like this is a really good stretch. So you can even actually come all the way forward, engaging through the glutes so you feel that squeeze in the lower body. And one more like this, priming the pump. All right, walk your hands back to your knees. We're going to set up for a really great stretch for your hip flexors. And even in through your whole side body, you're going to feel a stretch. So go ahead and bring your right leg forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. So you're in a lunge position right now, a low lunge. And then exhale, I want you to drop your right arm down by your side, eyes gaze up towards your fingertips, and then just feel this real full body side stretch. Breathe here for a moment. Inhale, bring your other arm to meet. Back to the top, lifting up through your chest, making yourself long. And then I want you to exhale, take your leg, straighten it out, and then tip your pelvis. So you have this nice long line. And now when you do this, you're going to feel a really great stretch through the back of the legs for half splits. Now you can pull your toe up towards your shin. Doing this, you're going to feel a really good stretch through the back of the calf. And like I said, as you kind of tilt your pelvis forward, you're going to feel more of a stretch in the back of the leg. And then go ahead and round forward back to that lunge position. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky one more time. Exhale, drop your right arm to your side. Eyes gaze up towards your fingertips. Get a nice full body side stretch. Take one more breath here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Create that tension, that good stretch in the back of the leg by engaging with the pelvis. And if you want to increase your stretch, you can always bring your upper body towards your leg. However, I can feel a great stretch just by being in this position right here and staying engaged, not tucking my tailbone. So I'm kind of doing the reverse movement here. Now we're going to go ahead and walk forward. Here we are coming into lizard pose. So you're going to walk your toe to the outer edge of your mat. Your hands are going to come on the inside. Now in lizard pose, you're going to feel a really good stretch here, but you're welcome to lower down onto your forearms if you have the flexibility. If you don't have the flexibility and this alone is a really good stretch, this is when pillows or blankets or yoga blocks can come into play. So I'm going to snag mine right now and show you what that looks like to actually lower down. If you want to make this stretch a little easier, you can use that block just to lift your upper body up off the ground and to bring the ground closer to you. But if you want to make this more challenging, and with time, when you become more flexible, you can use this block to slowly progress closer and closer to the floor. Now, I am noticing that that is not comfortable for me. I cannot continue to breathe and relax my hips, and so I'm creating more tension. So I'm going to actually take that block away and make it a little easier for myself, and you should do the same. Listen to your body and make proper adjustments. My 1 month of traveling and sitting and waiting and being very sedentary, or in the same position I should say, definitely has taken a toll on my capability of, my flexibility I should say. All right, we're going to reach back behind. Now once again, if you want to use this block to bring the floor up, this may be a little bit more helpful. Or if you want to pad the knee, if this is a little bit uncomfortable for you, you can always fold your mat in. Okay, so we're going to reach behind our body and grab for the foot to feel a really good stretch in the quads. So you're feeling this in the front of your legs. Now if you have problems with achy knees, then this may not be the pose for you. We'll work your quads a different way so you can just hang out in that lizard pose. All right, let's go ahead, release the foot, and we're going to switch sides. So actually take your right leg and step it back into plank. We're going to move through a chaturanga. So what it is you lower down. We'll make it real easy. Come to your knees, and it's like a little baby push-up. Your elbows hold your side, and then inhale, press yourself up, cobra position, so your feet are pressing against the ground, your glutes are engaged, you're lifting your upper body off the ground, shoulders are dropping away from the ears. And then we're just going to go ahead and exhale, back to tabletop position, walk your hands back to your knees, and we're going to switch legs. So this time, let's go ahead and step our left leg forward. Starting from the beginning, we're going to go ahead and inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Then exhale, I'm going to drop my left hand near my left thigh, and my eyes are going to gaze up towards my fingertips. Taking a deep breath here, allowing myself to fall into the stretch. And then exhale, I'm going to take my hands down towards the ground to guide me back. My toes come towards my shin. And then here I'm going to include that tilt of my pelvis. So if I round my pelvis down here, you can see my back here is curving. And this is not going to give me that stretch that I really want. So I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to tilt my pelvis forward, like it's a bucket of water and I'm trying to dump it out. Then I'm going to pull my toe towards my shin. And I feel that stretch all the way through the back of my leg. Inhale, let's go ahead and walk our hands forward, sweep our arms up. Exhale, release, eyes gaze up, getting a nice side body stretch. One more breath here. Hands meet together overhead. Exhale, have a seat. Think about your body, how you're moving. Move with intention right now. And if you need a couple more breaths in each of the poses, take the time to do it. You don't have to follow along at this pace. If you find something that feels good, or if you find out a certain stretch or exercise doesn't feel good, you can always just take that out of your practice. Then let's go ahead and roll forward. Once again, finding lizard, this time on the other side. So if you want to pat the knee, extra pat the knee, go ahead and do so by folding your mat in. And then this time, we walk our hands on the inside of our foot, and then decide your depth, your range that you want to go to get into this stretch. Right now, this feels pretty good for me. Remember, you have options. You can always make it easier by using a block to bring the ground up to you, or you can always make it harder by lowering yourself right down to the ground, onto your elbows, and then just remember to breathe. That's a really important part. We're going to take one more breath here in lizard pose, and then we're just going to go ahead and release. Once again, we're going to reach for our back leg to get the nice stretch in the quad. So reach with your arm. Sorry, last time I twisted this way. So this gets a nice rotation of the spine as well. You feel a really good stretch through the front of the leg. And go ahead and release. Once again, let's move through our chaturanga. So press up with your toes, lift your back leg up off the ground, engage with the glutes, then step your left leg back to meet the right. Shift your weight forward, tuck your elbows in. If you want to try this on your toes, lower down into chaturanga. Inhale, press up into cobra. Exhale, we're going to sink our hips back into child's pose. And you can do what feels good for you. If you want to take a variation of child's pose, rock back and forth, or sink your hips into one side and then the other, that is totally welcome. Do what feels good for you. And then go ahead and take your toes together and your knees apart. Allow your belly to fall between your legs, and then just sink into that relaxation. Use your breath. Imagine something peaceful, something that makes you really happy. Take a big yoga cleansing breath for me. Breathe into your nose, expand your belly, and then as you exhale, let out a sigh of relief. One more of those. For some reason it feels extra good today. Walk your hands forward. Have a seat. Let's go ahead and finish in our easy pose. Thank you so much for joining me today for this yoga practice. If you are ready to practice a little self-meditation, just some quiet time, go ahead and do so now. If you enjoyed this video, please click that thumbs up button. And if you are new to this channel and you have not subscribed already, click the subscribe button and the bell notifications. That way you'll know every single time I post a new workout. Have a great day. Namaste.